Alrighty guys, welcome back. This is Emma Squared 3, and getting back into some Mass Effect. Hope you're all having a good night. I'm kind of a little tired. It's definitely been a bit of a long one. But I couldn't really decide on what to play, so I just decided, let's just get back into Mass Effect. That's something we can play fairly chilled, but still have some action in there. Because, I didn't feel like playing something, like, super chilled, but I didn't feel like playing something really action-packed either. So, for now, we're gonna go wandering around here and see about what we can find. Because there's a couple things we can do. Oh, I forgot to actually take care of that, so why don't we just do this? Ta-da! Sophie. Hi. Sorry. My troublemaker dog. Sophie.
Trade? Trade. Trade.
Are you asking or telling?
I'm wondering, do you exchange goods and services? How does your economy work?
We pay for things with a currency called credits. Abstract wealth.
The cat offered gifts, made odd bargains, never traded. What are your credits worth? What can we do with them?
You pay them to us for whatever we're selling.
Now we cut open the heart. And what do you offer?
I don't know. What do you want?
Your ship?
No.
Not for sale.
Worth a try.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yes. Call me Soka. I run cargo between Aya and other worlds. Good work. Good at it. You're here to help my people. Prove it. I need help. One of my suppliers off-world stopped checking in. Has things I need. There could be trouble.
What makes you think I can help?
You found Aya, maybe you found my supplier. Can't hurt to ask.
You're one of few people here willing to give me a chance. I'll take it.
You have a ship? I have my supplier's nav point. His name is Kelro. Find him, his supplies. Come back and prove you're helpful. Then maybe we trade.
Alright. Let's see. That's... I'm not sure if I can actually get over there. So for now, we'll probably just wander. Oh. What does this do? We'll just pretty much wander around the city. For now.
Pathfinder. As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Akomi Blue 360?
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Hopefully you're having a good night tonight.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad.
Good lord. Page 1 of 5,983. Wow.
Detailing our laws.
That's a lot. Oh, that's locked. Never mind. I think that's where our embassy's supposed to be. Cool. That's what he was talking about. I was wondering what he was talking about. What does it want me to... Oh. I'm like, what does it want me to scan?
Real change in tone after that care facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Don't worry about me. They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason.
Let me tell you about it. Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Imagine seeing a Krogan for the first time.
Maybe if I smile more, show my teeth.
Something tells me that won't help.
Not a good idea. Wait. I think... Oh, I thought Cora was around here. Maybe she's over here.
We got word from Eladin.
Good news?
Well, we got another remnant piece.
But nothing Angaran. Pay them for their efforts. It's not their fault.
What was that?
Pathfinder, did you make it to Havara?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
Why would the Scourge target that ship?
It must have been a remnant vessel, or maybe there's remnant tech in the helmet itself. Can you imagine? Our ancestors using the remnant. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking.
They may not remember.
If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed. Areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this. If you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge? What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ship's crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
Storms. Why do they use... It's like, is that a translation glitch? Or is that just their belief system? Because they always use, like, weather-based explanations or sky-based... Because they'll say skies and stars and storms and clear winds and stuff like that. I wonder why they say that.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you. And you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds. When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
See what I mean? Very curious. Oh, there's PB.
Right? You know, the more I interact with the Angara, the more I feel for them. Especially with what we know about exaltation. I can't imagine.
Believe me, I'm pissed off on their behalf.
You nailed it. That's exactly how I feel. We need to make things right.
Let's see. Probably be best to head off this way. There's these different places, but I feel like in the Resistance headquarters, I'm gonna head towards there because I could have sworn that there was a scene in there. I mean, I'm more than positive. Oops, I went the completely wrong direction. I think Cora's over here. I think. Jeez.
Moved Team Vayon to replace them. Oh, 6 9 still unstable. But we out of food in 2 days. Had ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many kit, not enough resistance. Have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply. They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a kit outpost, but I don't know.
If they could do it alone, they would have by now. Send reinforcements.
Hitting the enemy in one place leaves us vulnerable elsewhere. But you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
I expect you to take good care of Joel out there.
Yes,
I will.
sir.
I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
It must be hard for you, realizing what the Ket soldiers are.
Doesn't change what we have to do. It's war. What do you need?
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Nope.
Do the Ket have a favorite
This isn't their
strategy?
origin.
Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. Treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
There's no official Angaran military, just the resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife.
Uh-oh.
We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized. Poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the resistance real.
How is the resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
How'd you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not resistance?
Aya police. Purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of civilization.
True.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it? What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her.
She holds her own. Not many do.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening, like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
True.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to it.
Tritarians are a military-based society. there's Cora.
Ryder. Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout.
I would admit, that was one thing I
Getting lots of
loved.
stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
The one thing I loved about Mass Effect 3 is you had a place that you could go and just mindlessly go hunt down aliens. It was fun.
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen and be polite about scanning your food. Though that's good advice in general.
Put more energy into it.
Clever.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Anything I buy will be used to fight Ket.
You fight our enemy, but you're not one of us. Remember that.
That's a new one.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Everything is fine, Taosheng. Stop worrying.
There's that again. I don't know why. It's like a ship. Okay, well, let's head back to the docks and keep going. I did not want to do that. I wanted to do that. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, apparently I can scan that too.
I haven't brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
If I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing, I've got goosebumps. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However,
they're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming, doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
This discovery might just change everything. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where, Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people. And mine.
For real. I mean, personally, for me, I'm always willing to fight for everyone but myself.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down. For all our sakes.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
Okie dokie. It's just easier to travel. It's just easier to do that than walk through the whole city. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic right on my shoulder.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell her the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
One of your own gave her to the Archon? No wonder you hushed it up.
This isn't about hiding the truth.
I'm working to capture him. Make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Not like I had any
They
say
may know
in
how
it.
to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I like her.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
Someone's in trouble. That doesn't overly surprise me. Okay. Off we go.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise. What are their expectations?
They survived the Scourge and the Ket and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
Of course he sees respect as pride. It's like, no. Show them the respect they deserve. They were here first, and they went through a lot. Hi, buddy.
Why can't you just ask her yourself? Because...
Just looking for attention, aren't you?
He's a good boy, aren't you?
Wants to look
Aren't
at y'all's
you?
scans.
You do know Pyjack's pee anywhere, right?
Useless.
Here first. Gather rewards. There we go. Strike teams. Sweet. 1 and 2. Score. We got 2 out of that one.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Okay.
At least we managed to save the Moshai.
Oh, that's right, I still have to go settle Bold. Whoops. My bad.
I only wish we could have saved more.
Come on, get off. Thank you. Let's go we'll settle Vold because we need to do that before we really keep going. Because then otherwise we're defeating the purpose of clearing the atmosphere as it was. And then we'll go to the Kadara port. I like Kadara port. It's one of my favorite parts of the whole game.
Beginning approach.
Bold orbit is steady.
Let's switch jaw with Drac. Since we don't need jaw with us anymore.
Approaching the LZ.
Okay, so let's trading favors. That's a memory trigger, lost song, memory trigger, settling Bold. Okay, so this is where we want to go. It's right here. We'll go to that one. That one will be the faster one. Oh, whoa.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Whoa, my game just glitched out on me. That was a little scary. Okay. Alright, Nomad, let's go. We got work to do.
Made 6 new sounds getting out of bed this morning. Creaks and just things moving. You get that, Vetra?
No, I don't get that. And I sure don't talk about it.
Especially since Vetra isn't that old. She's a few hundred years. She's not a few thousand.
If the remnant in there are active, we should take them out.
Why? Well, okay. Drift! Sorry, I do like doing that. Alright. Might as well get some points out of it. Dang, how many are there? But got experience out of it, so you know, it's kind of worth it. Ended up with a crash. Cool. Wasn't all a bust. Got more than just, we'll head over there. More than just, experience. I mean, since this is my second playthrough, and I'm playing the new game plus, I already have a lot of experience, but it never hurts to get more.
Are you worried about your colony?
Of course, who isn't worried out here?
You don't act like it.
Ah, poo. Vetra Drac, move! I'm already pissed enough I missed 2 shots. I don't need your help. I don't like missing with my sniper rifle. It's an insult. There's a lot of them. Oh, you little. He ducked on me right as I did that. Little booger. Are we good? Oh, my life support's failing. I probably should do something about that. Ah, got you in the air. My life support's gonna give out if I don't actually keep going.
This site is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder.
Here we go. We can settle mold.
Confirmed.
Congratulations, Pathfinder. This was a real challenge, and badly needed.
Director Addison? No personal appearance? Facing an outpost is a big deal.
Thank you, but no. I prefer climate control to these extremes. Real talk, Pathfinder? Aya's Governor Shai is already up my arse about this outpost. If local Angara weren't on board, we'd have a problem. We are good, right? As much as you've brought us, we can't afford to anger the neighbors.
Procedure was followed, as I invented it. Don't worry, we were invited.
Good. We need every drop of viability, especially after this Ket facility. Vold helps. Cold as it is, it changes estimates in our favor. But the initiative needs you to find more.
Oh, I need to head back to the
We're never
Nexus.
really done, of course. Survival isn't something that just ends. And there's another matter, a ceremonial one. A statement for the archives.
Is this really the time?
Pathfinder was always a symbol. Like outpost flags hanging in the commons, the people need a connection to reality on the ground. Address them, Pathfinder. What did this mean?
We've established something here. Something beyond the numbers. The viability. Vold is a partnership. Angara and the Initiative. Our cumulative strengths ensuring we are all elevated.
Recorded, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Life support restored.
Pleasure to meet you, Pathfinder. Priya Blake, Captain of Outpost Taravuni. I'm glad you're here. I thought we'd have to deal with this on our own.
What's the problem? Is it the Ket?
No. At least I don't think so. A few of my drill technicians went missing on a research expedition west of here. We've tried their comms, but get nothing but static.
Do you know where they were headed?
I know the route, but we lost their tracking signal halfway through. I don't know how far they got. We tried to
I
look
like how
at their
Vetra's
research
just
notes,
standing
but
in
the
the
data is
corner.
corrupted. We have 0 leads. I was supposed to keep these people safe. I've already failed them.
Don't lose hope. I'll find your people.
Coming from you, I believe it. Their research log is in the lab. Maybe your AI can piece together the corrupted data and get a nav point.
We're staking a claim, but what does the Initiative want with Vold?
Look at the landscape. What do you see?
Ice. A lot of ice.
Water. Vold is a massive, endless source of it. We're proud to serve as the Initiative's first ice runners. We mine the ice here and haul it to colonies where water is scarce.
Like Eos.
Yep.
Even the Nexus. The more people we wake from cryo, the more resources we'll need. Our ice runners make sure water is never a problem.
Which is good.
You picked a mouthful of a name for the outpost.
It's Shalesh, Angaran language, means forward together. It represents the close relationship we have with the Angara here on Vold.
Glad to hear you're working together.
This is their world. Because of you, they trusted us enough to give us a place in it. Now it's my job to cement that bond. We'll do our best to earn what they've given us.
Were you in the Alliance too?
I was an Alliance officer for a decade before I got sick of being a pawn in the Council's power plays.
True.
Heard about the initiative and figured it'd be a fresh start. A chance to make a real difference.
You ever miss the Alliance?
Given the chance, I'd make this choice all over again. But when I see the Resistance push against the Ket, makes me wonder if my days behind a gun aren't really over.
I have to say, I'm surprised the Angara let us put an outpost here.
A portion of the ice we mine goes to their blockade runners, who take it to Resistance bases all over the cluster.
Water for their soldiers.
It feels good to do our part against the Ket, however small.
I should head out.
Come back if you need anything.
Okay.
How far did the drill techs have to dig? Pathfinder, welcome to scenic Vold. Hope you're enjoying the view. To the east, ice. To To the west, more ice.
At least you're not in cryo anymore, right?
Look around. This is cryo.
Calm down, dude.
But I'll endure this frozen hell if it means completing my research.
You know, it was even worse here before I activated the vault.
So I heard. Glad I wasn't around for that. Makes me wonder what this place will look like in 10 years, once the vault's had time to really work.
Think it'll be up to your standards?
I don't even think it needs
My
10
standards
years.
involve a beach and a healthy amount of sun, but we'll see.
What are you researching?
I'm studying ways we can harness geothermal activity as a source of energy. Believe it or not, below Vold's surface is a maze of heated geothermal vents. Keeps the planet from becoming completely inhospitable, but just barely.
And you can use it as a power source.
Okay.
That's the hope. I hear the Angara are doing something similar, but it won't let me get close. So I'm determined to find the solution on my own.
I'm good for now.
Just kind of
Don't
walked
freeze to
right
death out
in
there.
front of me. That was funny, actually. Let's see. What else can we... Is that an Angaran? It is. Can I... Oh, I can't talk. Oh, bummer. Oh well. That's okay. Nothing. Remember when those were in the game, when you actually went for those for everything? Now, not so much anymore.
This crate contains a prototype for a handheld ice drill.
So they're developing a portable drilling method. Smart.
Let's see, where is that? Way out over there. Okay. Let's go check that out.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Sure is. I would say that's the one thing that got on my nerves constantly.
Pathfinder, I detect heavy weapons fire nearby. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Okay, it does sound like it's right up here. Aha! Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with my stupid... I can't get it to fire when I want.
Nice work.
I don't know how many times I had to reload. It kept glitching into reload. I was like, are you kidding me? Come on.
So, the Pathfinder. Here to convince us you're a friend. If that's the goal, take my advice. Don't join fights that aren't yours.
No thanks necessary. I was just passing through.
Good. Keep passing. Mind yourself out here. Not everyone sees the difference between you and the kid.
Here's a hint. I'm the good-looking one.
Grouchy, ain't he? But that was really irritating. Every time I would go to aim my gun, it would start reloading. And it's not supposed to do that. Oh, no, this way. I've had that glitch only maybe once or twice. Well, hello. Hey, big fella. Wanna play? Give me anything good? Of course not. Oh well.
This is the nav point.
Not good.
Keep an eye out for Prius people. Remnant? There's a remnant here?
That's weird, it wouldn't let me... Oh. Let's me scan it. Where? There we go. I had my scan open, that's why it wasn't working.
Pathfinder, a nav point is attached to this log. I've updated your location device. Should I inform Priya we found her people?
No, not till we take down whatever did this.
Ooh, and you can actually see it. Just barely, but you can see it. Right out there. I love these things. They're so much fun.
We taking this bastard?
Oh, isn't he cool? Love that damn thing. Okay.
Temperatures are below
Oh
freezing
shoot,
and
I
continuing
didn't
to fall.
fix it. Before I went hunting.
Aim for the legs!
Life support systems are in peril.
Yes, I'm going. I'm going. No.
Support systems
No.
offline.
No, no, no. Keep my little babies with me, because if I don't...
Legs are weak.
do much at this point anyways. You gotta wait till it lands. Which he will very soon. There we go.
Over the legs.
The head! Shoot the head!
Nice try though.
Head's the target.
See?
Reload!
Reinforcements.
The legs are weak!
Life support level.
The head! Shoot the head!
Thankfully that doesn't affect too bad on that side.
Hit the head. It's over.
Really likes throwing those, don't they? Nice.
Make some friends!
Where's one final one?
The legs are weak!
Bingo.
Almost.
Temperatures.
There it goes!
Don't worry. We'll catch it. Oh, did he head back? I forget where he goes.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Oh, there.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Ooh, I forgot he can aim all the way out here.
Made friends.
that takes care of that. We should tell Priya what happened here.
Oh, I love that thing. That thing is so much fun to fight. A pain, but really fun.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Agreed, Jack. Agreed.
Life support is stable.
Okay, good. So we're gonna have to go through a lot of...
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
There was also something I saw. Okay. So, I think I have to go back to Vold. Yeah. Okay. Or Vold. Ha 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 ha. Back to the colony. I forgot.
Wait, you're Kesh's father?
Grandfather, actually. She tell you about me?
Not exactly. She did used to swear up and down about a stubborn old fossil, usually while hitting something.
Stubborn old fossil. She's called me worse on a good day.
Send some... Pathfinder, my scouts told me about your run-in with the architect. I lost good people to that thing. Drill technicians who went there on an expedition.
It's not easy losing people under your command.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have let them search that far out. I failed them. At least I know the rest of my people are safe, thanks to you.
I tracked down your missing drill techs. They didn't make it.
I'll send a team out to recover the bodies. They deserve a proper burial. And Pathfinder, thank you.
I should head out.
Come back if you need anything.
Alright. Now, I think I'm gonna head towards the Nexus. Because there's things I need to do on the main ship. Because there's small little things to do once everybody starts waking
I'm
up.
reading a temperature decrease.
I did take down the architect. Oh, there it is. For some reason that thing keeps sitting up on the side.
Ryder, could we chat?
Bold orbit is steady. Tracking a remnant architect. The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
Ah, there it is. I was like, where's the Nexus? Well, head to the Nexus, because there's things to do on there. Things we need to do on there. Before we land, we'll talk to Callow. Make sure.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector.
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest.
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right, after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back on the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring the Solarians home.
Of course we will. I just have to be patient, that's all. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Ah! It was glitching, it was just shaking. That's really cool looking. So this is what I mean, the graphics are just absolutely gorgeously amazing. So much detail, so much fine tuning.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
But other than that, they kind of screwed up. Like, I don't think the dialogue is actually that bad.
Your dad was Turian? That explains so much. What's that?
Oh, not Shark Team, I didn't mean to.
Here we go. You know, how uptight you are.
Oh, they still got attendance.
I am not uptight. Not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch.
She's got a point.
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
What? Whom?
You'd always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Subi.
I want to change this to that. Because it's fun to have. Ah, get off. Alright, it says I have AVP. So let's check out this. Oh, I have 2. I have 2 of these, 1 of these, okay. That, and then we will get 1 of these. Cool. Alright. There's that. Let's keep going. That's the only thing I've never needed. I've never needed credits. I don't know why people bought anything, except for maybe material, because you get all the guns just poking around. Alright, so we need to go to the Nexus. Oh, wow. Glitching. Lagging. Not care for that very much. Lots of work to do, too. Alright, let's take care of a couple things on here.
Watch your tone. You saw what happened to the Krogan.
But we need this equipment.
Well, you're not getting it. Stop making frivolous requests.
It's not a frivolous request. Properly functioning air filters are at...
Frivolous. You'll just have to make do.
We can't fix the station breathing bad air.
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
Guy's a jerk.
What do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm just so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality.
Just
last
scary.
week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do.
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
I've known people like that. It's like they're not so great at their job, they make everybody else's job miserable, yet somehow, some miracle, they're able to keep it.
Don't shut the plate off. Hey, Pathfinder.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the Ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder.
I liked how he glitched. She's just like, whoosh.
So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Yet all this, your initiative, is proof there's a better way. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Shoot. Kind of between these two.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Avoas et Jav Jaravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
He was very soft-spoken. It was kind of nice. There's something moving. Both are moving. Why? Oh, I see. Oh yeah, and then there's the thing to do down below there. BB secret project. There's quite a few things to do. Now I know why they're moving. It's the scientist.
Pathfinder Rider, oxygen will porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish. Ah, Pathfinder, the information you gathered is marvelous. You and your Sam, of course.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Hirik. My colleagues and I work directly with Sam, refining your field
My
scans
game's
into
glitching.
discoveries to benefit the initiative. Hopefully.
My game isn't supposed to play the club music, which is on the opposite side.
What fields do you study?
Hirik's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and mathways.
The sterling data you've sent has us running ragged. Addison finally gave us an actual workspace.
Keep up the good work, champ.
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
Sam likes new experiences. It'll be an opportunity to encounter math homework.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Oh, nope. There's... No, that's outside. That's cool. Ah, that's right. Okay. Alright. There's some of these. Oh, let's take care of this.
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the station. I can't rely
Every time
find
I
the
talk to a
cause.
person.
Oh, whoa, you're the Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. A Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
There's a power short here. We could scan the area.
Unlocking. Come on in.
Quite the mess, ain't it?
Ta-da! My project. She is complete.
She?
Looks like a she to me. Just a proof of concept. I stripped out its remnant command prompts to see if I could power it up myself. It worked! Now I can build a field model with combat protocols that fights for you. So, what do you think?
You've outdone yourself, PB. Let Suvi and Gil eyeball it, then fast-track the combat model for me.
I'd hoped you'd be happy. Oh no, I forgot to lock the... Shit.
My, Pelisaria. Didn't know you were still using this hole. Who's your friend?
Kalinda, this is Ryder.
Oh, everyone knows the human Pathfinder. I meant, who's your remnant friend?
None of your business, Kalinda.
Of course it isn't. That's what makes it so interesting. Don't be so hostile, babe.
No reason we can't all be civil, right?
Exactly.
But you are kind of trespassing, so...
Now. I was just concerned something might have happened to my dear old friend. I'm sorry for the intrusion, Pelisaria. I'm just relieved to see you moving on. Ta-ta.
I'll walk you out. So, want to talk about it?
Oh, Linda and I go way back. We joined the initiative together. For a long time, we were like family. Now we're not. When you live 1,000 years, Ryder, people come and people go. Entanglements are silly. Just like places. Time to pack this one up. I'm done with it.
But how can you give all this up?
Ha! Watch me. Easy come, easy go.
I feel bad because she honestly acts like it doesn't hurt
I'll
her.
pack up my new pet and essentials.
But it...
See you back on the Tempest.
But it does. She feels hurt by what her friend did. And I mean, I don't blame her. Come on, keep moving.
Free our family! Free our family!
Seems quiet for now. Look, Jonesy.
I know. This isn't what I signed up for either.
Hey, Pathfinder.
You're with the militia, right? What's going on in there?
A crowd of people in hydroponics and they won't leave.
They're disrupting operations, might get nasty. Can you talk to them?
Make them leave or make them go. Make...
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list. Like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
I founded the outpost. I didn't decide who would stay in stasis.
You don't care that you've torn families apart?
That's not what I said.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
Okay, I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
It's not that simple.
Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead or make them go.
It's not that simple. I mean, come on.
Any word?
It is very much not that simple. Where are they gonna go? What are they going to do? There's 2 outposts at most. Where's this food and water and everything gonna magically come from? Yes, they have, Vold to be able to gather up water with, but that only works so far. Oh, Joel.
Pathfinder, thank you for arranging my access to the cultural center. There's so much to study here. It would take a lifetime.
I'd enjoy that. All the reading. History, science, culture. Get some snacks, settle into that corner over there.
No offense, but I'm starting with the Asari.
Oh, sure. But when you get to Elcor Hamlet, I want to know.
Interesting place, isn't it?
He looks cool.
Full of smiles
I
and
like his armor.
handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Politicians get nervous when you hold anything more explosive than a rotten egg.
You've seen this too. The military life echoes everywhere. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andrakman, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Hescarl?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Alturas, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learn to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was one of the first N7s. He was proud of that, even though he didn't stay in service. Didn't stop him teaching me and my brother a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours.
Truth.
Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's see. Well, I'm going to head to...
We've had no trouble, Pathfinder.
I want to head towards Kadara Port.
Ryder, could we chat?
We just did.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Everyone's really working to get the Nexus on its feet.
Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
I kind of feel bad for him having such a good memory like that.
It's a huge space anomaly. It's not going away in anyone's lifetime.
If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Oh, I should probably check my emails. there's a lot to deal with. But I want to go to Kadar Port because it's one of my favorite places.
System, Gavorkum. Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara Port from the Ket. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
Deploying probe. I found something.
Did it say something about a sorry? Like it picked up something from the Asari?
I'm picking up something.
Whoops. I wasn't expecting it to do that.
Anomaly found.
Lucy.
Anomaly detected. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
There we go, off to Kadar.
Now orbiting Kadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of Nexus Security.
Be ready for anything. And keep comms open. Should hear from our resistance contacts soon.
Kadar is very pretty.
Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been a development regarding the spy, Venturev. Rendezvous at Crawler's Song. Your contact's codename is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it. That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Exiles have stepped up their game since the revolt.
Thing is, the Ket don't really care.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
Maybe we can get them back on our side.
We know they can fight Ket.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
Sorry, I kept hearing squeaking, and I'm like, where's that coming from? I don't know if that was in the game or not. Gadara Port's one of my favorite sections out of everything. And that's purely because you meet the Resistance, it's a lot of fun to play in. And of course,
My people won't allow it. Not for us. The Angara would be slaughtered by the cat.
Ungrateful prick.
What are you doing to these people?
Nothing they weren't expecting. Court's got 2 rules. No guns, and pay your protection fees.
What are you, the mob?
Other way around. Outcasts of the law in Kadara. You got a problem with that? You can join these assholes.
Pathfinder, it will be difficult to find the spy if you're barred from the city.
Guess that's true.
What was that?
Nothing. I'll be on my way.
Creep.
you want to do something though. Yeah, it's one of my favorite, plus best ever. I get to meet Reyes.
Not my problem. You're no better than the Nexus.
Don't blame us because you couldn't pay the fees.
Spawn's not running a fucking charity.
Pathfinder. Interested in the Collective's services?
Collective?
How do you know who I am?
The Collective makes a point of knowing everything and everyone worth knowing in Helios.
You sound more like information brokers than pirates.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
Reyes is one of my favorite romances in this game. Joel's really cool to have too.
Who is the charlatan? No one seems to have a straight answer.
The charlatan is our leader and a private individual. Even I haven't seen them in person.
You take orders from a stranger?
I've met representatives, people who speak for the charlatan and carry out their will. Whoever the charlatan is, man or woman, they provide information, care, resources. It's ours. That's enough for me.
I'm having trouble nailing down what the Collective is exactly.
Understandable. We aren't one thing. Think of us as a service provider. We cater to our clients' needs.
Even if that means killing and stealing from people.
Survival is an ugly business, Pathfinder, but unlike the outcasts, we aren't governed by hate. If the initiative proved reasonable, I'm sure the charlatan would be willing to work with the Nexus.
Let's say I was interested in joining your little gang. How would I do that?
You're more high profile than our usual members, but it's up to the charlatan who joins. If you have potential, our leader will reach out to you, usually through a representative.
And then what?
For some, that's it. Others may have to pass a test. It's different for every recruit.
What's going on between the Collective and the outcasts?
Officially, nothing.
Unofficially?
Lines are being drawn, Pathfinder. That's all I can say.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, Pathfinder. Of course.
Okay, I'm actually going to save and end it here. This is one of my favorite parts, and I don't want to just like start part of it and not go through the rest of it. But it is getting pretty late, and I do gotta head out. I've gotta get to the gym for tonight. But I do want to thank everybody for stopping by. I do really appreciate it. It's always nice to have people in. Hopefully you guys had a good time. And I will catch you all next time. So, I'll see you soon. Bye.